Oh my goodness, he done did something. But welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke News. You know that news you most definitely can't refuse.
Don't do it.
And it ain't no question. It's sponsored by this glue gall for you drippy lip, stanky breath mofocos. Get with it. No drip lip. Yep, and this news is being presented to you by none other than your favorite smoking partner, Serpo.
Make sure you stay elevated with Big J.
Yep, and Ohio. Ohio House proposal will set THC limits but leave cannabis home grows untouched. What proposals are these? Well, a proposal in the Ohio House of Representatives seeks to restrict the state's voter-passed cannabis legalization program. If y'all unfamiliar with what that is, the legalization program, that's like for the recreationals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like how you just did that turn, though. When you turned and said that, you was like, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that. That was smooth, though.
Man, introduced late last week, Representative Brian Stewart, Republican. The legislation is a alternative to a recently passed Senate bill that was criticized for seeking to override voters who overwhelmingly approved the state's adult use cannabis program.
Right.
I don't know why they say overused. You know what I'm saying? It's just if people are enthused.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? About recreational cannabis use. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? That they overdoing it or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Y'all overdoing it with slacking on what?
Man.
Decriminalization?
Whatever the fuck y'all gonna do with it. I mean,
you know what
I'm
saying?
gonna do with it.
But the bill would not affect the state's home grow laws or cannabis possession limits. However, which was a particularly unpopular aspect of the state proposal, the House bill is also less restrictive in regards to cannabis consumption, while the Senate bill seeks to prohibit public cannabis consumption outright. So they pretty much, you know what I'm saying, messing with the recreational part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what I want to say to my Ohioans, you see what they coming at us with. You know what I'm saying? So get with it, you know what I'm saying? So you can get your ammo and come back. You know what I'm saying? Because recreational, like if you want to twist that, you can be the doctor of your own body and you know what's messing with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what helps you eat. You know what helps you relax.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? You know what helps ease the tension, lower anxiety.
All that.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So get with it, Ohioans. You know what I'm saying? And bust down, baby.
Man, for real. Man, cancer, chronic, and the concrete jungle. There's some real talk right here, though. Half the block survivors blaze it. Check this out right here, though. Nearly half of 1,886 cancer survivors, that's a lot of people, in a city where lives already a hustle, folks are finding their own remedies. This isn't just party favors. This is medicine for the streets. Symptoms to the struggle, man. They got the green fix. Sleepless nights, body aches, stress levels through the roof. That's the city grind amplified by cancer. 60%. That's a whole lot of people saying that green helps them catch disease from pain. Over half are finding relief. Active treatment. They still token. So basically, man, when they getting, cancer survivors and people that's dealing with it, man, are using cannabis to kind of help them kind of cope with the situation. Man. 1 in 5 while fighting cancer are still puffing. This is resilience straight up in a city where hospitals can feel like war zones. People are finding their own peace. This ain't just street gossip. It's official, man. The Journal of Cancer Survivorship is saying it loud. Cannabis helps. Great degree of sympathetic and a lot of improvement with people that's dealing with cancer from using cannabis. It helps with their appetite. You know what I'm saying? It helps to relieve pain. It helps them relax and sleep. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of helps them function because sometimes they might be feeling down or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of put them in a place where a lot of the things go away and they could kind of move. 17% still on the green, 30% use used to, and 50% never touched it. I think you people that never touched it, that's dealing with it, should probably give it a chance. It might help versus taking all them different kind of medications. But out of the ones that did after diagnosis, those numbers for symptoms relief are very high. They not just high, but they getting some kind of relief. These numbers show the reality of what people are doing to survive. The city getting its hands on the right stuff can be easier in the city. You know what I'm saying? But navigating the medical system is a little bit harder for some people. The city's diverse. So the city is diverse. So everyone's got their own story, their own experience. Bottom line, in the urban jungle, cancer survivors are finding their own way to cope. And a lot of them are finding that way with cannabis. It's real, it's raw, and it's happening right now in the city, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. On to the next. Cracking in Cali. Cali done seized over $500 million
Damn.
in illegal cannabis last year. Let's see what this is, man. The California Unified Cannabis Enforcement Task Force. Y'all remember that. California Unified Cannabis Enforcement Task Force, UCETF, you know what I'm saying, seized $534 million in cannabis plants last year. The UTF, oh shit, where I go? Oh, bringing the total seized by the state to about $2.8 billion since 2019.
Right.
The UCETF, created by Governor Gavin Newsom, who is about to be up out of here, you know what I'm saying, is led by the State Department of Cannabis Control. In the statement, you know what I'm saying, we will continue to target illegal cannabis operations and cut off the illicit revenue streams of transitional criminal organizations who prey on workers, our local environments, and kids. You know what I'm saying? With that one being said right there, it's like that's like it gotta be like speculation, and then, you know what I'm saying, coming from the inside, if you treating your workers like trash, you know what I'm saying, that can trickle over into the environment.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And from the environment go into the household. You know what I'm saying? So if you think logically about that, you know what I'm saying, have a like cool, healthy workspace.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, leave that shit at home.
Man.
Bring it to at work.
At work, right. Don't bring it home.
You know what I'm saying? Or to the environment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just some quick little stats from last year. In 2024, enforcement teams served 425 search warrants, focusing on illicit cultivation and unlicensed retail sales. The UCETF served 155 warrants, targeting unlawful indoor cultivators, seizing nearly 163,000 pounds of cannabis, totaling $269 million, destroying about over 288,000 plants, and uncovering 61 firearms. And all 28 arrests were made in connection to the illegal indoor cannabis cultivation. Man, that sucks. Man. You know what I'm saying, out here for my fellow Californians.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? But just get up on game, you know what I'm saying? Like, know the ins and outs and just get that stuff done straight, and they won't be able to do this.
And no bullshit-ass pesticides.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. Hey, man, them pockets, inflation, it hits the green scene. You know what I'm saying? The hustle is real. 2 out of 3 heads are cutting back on their stash. That's a serious hit to the local cannabis economy. Forget designer strains. People are prioritizing rent and food. Motherfuckers want to eat. You know what I'm saying? This isn't just about eggs and gas anymore. It's about essential versus the extras. And even the chillest residents are feeling the squeeze. Look, data points from the telehealth trenches. Nug MDs poll is dropping some hard truths. It's not just hearsay. It's data from the digital dispensary. This data is showing us that direct effects of current economic climate as it relates to cannabis consumption. The unknown variables. Is the weed prices going up? That's a question. I think so. Or is it just the general cost of living, eating into everyone's budget? I think so too. It's probably the mix of both, right? The price of everything is going up, especially with all this shit. I mean, all this going on with the Trumpinator. You know what I'm saying? That's the real, like the Terminator. He killing shit off. You know what I'm saying? God. Hey, look, the price of everything is going up. So the cost of cannabis-related products are also increasing. Healthcare costs and the high life. Nug MD rep is connecting the dots. Healthcare costs are skyrocketing, and that's impacting everything, including how much people can spend on their preferred stress reliever. The fact that medical inflation is outpacing general inflation is a serious problem for those that use cannabis for medical purposes. Urban economic ripples. This isn't just a weed story. It's an urban economic indicator. When people cut back on discretionary spending, it affects local businesses from dispensaries to delivery services. This economic pressure is going to be felt throughout the cities around. So with that being said, though, it's like, what you rather do? You rather get high, you know what I'm saying, or eat? You rather get high or pay your rent?
I'd rather get high.
You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? If you can't do both, you got to make that choice. You know what I'm saying? You got to make that choice, though. So, man, man.
With true weed smokers, man, it ain't no choice. I'm finna get high, not worry about everything else.
And look, and I get that point, because when it comes to eating, though, right? Say instead of going and spending, just on a hypothetical, this is what a true weed smoker would do. Instead of going and spending a hot 50 on a good meal at a restaurant, you'll go spend a hot 30, and then you got that dub to go get some trees, you know what I'm saying, and have your papers and stuff like that. So it's all in how you put it together, man. But inflation is definitely playing a part.
Better get them top ramens.
Man, no, I can't do that. That'd make your stomach boil and bubble bust open.
Oh, man. Look, 6 states: Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Ohio, and Minnesota. What's the point to these states? Let's find it out. 6 state markets are set to contribute more than 75% of United States cannabis sales growth over the next 3 years. Those 6 states I just named, according to data from cannabis wholesale platforms LeafLink. Those states include Illinois, again, you know what I'm saying, Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, and Ohio, which are already have adult use cannabis markets, and Minnesota, which is expected to come online this year. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Minnesotans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just didn't make it this far in the NFL.
Man.
But good job.
Facts.
According to LeafLink data, Illinois' cannabis market is expected to reach $2.8 billion in 2027, driven by high unit prices and strong retail density, you know what I'm saying, in key cities across the state. LeafLink also expects about 140 new social equity licenses to come online over the next 6 to 12 months. You know what I'm saying? So in some areas, cannabis is booming. In some areas, you know what I'm saying, they rate.
Man.
At the end of the day, man, get your stuff straight.
Facts.
Stay elevated. Find your best way to smoke.
That's it. That's all.
That's your weekly news with your favorite smoking partner, Surfboat Jr.
Make sure you stay elevated with Big J.
Baby.